has now become one where content creators and content consumers equally share their interests and cultures. And one such content creator is Mercia Karuuombe, who shares her love of cooking with the audience from all over the world. Now, what makes her content unique is that she does them in her mother tongue, which is Otjiherero, with a dash of comedy. And she now joins me in studio. Very good evening and welcome to the Daily Roundup, Mercia.
Hi. Yeah.
Interesting. Should I say Moshawi?
Moshawi. I'm not ambassador. Moshawi.
Matukonjetha. That's pretty
Yeah.
much what Moshawi.
Literally, everyone would say Matukonjetha.
Looking at that video and looking at you, I was expecting a much more, much more older woman. For some reason, I just thought, and I'm sure the viewers also thought that, but you get that a lot.
Yeah, I think I do get that. Usually because I'm always a quiet person, so when I start talking, people are like, do I know you from somewhere? I'm like, no, you don't.
Yeah.
Are you sure? And then they just take some time and then oh, you are that girl that makes food?
Yeah.
Oh my God. This is like, I don't, it's not, you're not the first person to say that.
Now, you told me before we got in here that you've been creating content for quite some time.
Yeah.
But talk to us about this particular content. What inspired it? And when did you start doing it?
Crazy story. So I started, I think at the end of June. I think June, we can just say in June. So I made a smoothie, a green smoothie. And then I wanted, because I said something like SS.
Yeah.
At the beginning, and I wanted people to hear that, and I was going to edit it on Instagram with reels, but then when you're editing a reel on Instagram, there's no way where you can say, okay, the music starts here and ends here. It has to go all the way. Then I didn't want that. So I decided I'm just going to edit this thing my own way, so I decided just to do a whole voiceover on it. And then for some reason, people loved it, and then they started asking, can you please do more of this, make this, make this. And I think that's just how I started with this whole cooking videos and voiceovers.
Now, these are obviously compressed videos. How long does it take you to make a video like the one we just saw?
It can even take 2 hours.
Yeah?
It can take 2 hours because when you put them all together, it can round up to 2 hours, 30 minutes, and then you have to cut them and make sure that every ingredient that you're using is actually there. People can see what you have put in your food, and you have to speed up some processes because Instagram has a time limit of 90 minutes. But 90 minutes, I mean seconds per reel, so it takes so much time, but then at the end of the day, you put in so much effort, 2 hours, and then the thing just comes down to 1 minute, 30 seconds.
The other interesting thing is that you're doing it in Otjiherero. Many young content producers, rather, they're tempted to sound more Western, the rah-rah on their content. But what made you say, man, I'm gonna do it the typical way?
Oh, there's just this thing about being, I think I can say we are proud. I'm proud to be Herero/Himba, and I come from a village in Poge in the Kunene, Okangwati, and my village is known to be like the village that comes up with the craziest slangs. Okay, so me, I was like, let me just make use of these slangs and actually put them in these videos because I would be using funny words like Twaseti, Maturina, like these are not things that you would just hear from anyone. You probably have to hear it from somebody that comes from my village or somewhere close by.
Yeah. And lastly, what's the bigger picture here? Where do you see yourself taking this whole project?
Where do I see me in the bigger picture? Okay, I think for now, or actually, I'm hoping to collaborate with like our local brands because I think last year there was this buy local campaign that was like literally everywhere, and from that campaign I actually realized that we actually have like food, Namibian food, because most of the time when you hear, okay, use this, you're cooking a meal and then you're like, no, I'm not going to use Namibian products, they're not good enough. So I decided that I want to work or collaborate with our local brands to actually tell people like, guys, you can make a whole full meal with just Namibian-based products. Yeah. So that's just what I'm hoping to do.
We wish you all the best in that mission, and well, great pleasure meeting you in person. Thank you so much.
Thank you.
All right, that was Mercia Karuuombe, the TikTok superstar that does cooking videos in Otjiherero. And with that also, we've come to the end of the Daily Roundup for today. Till next time, for myself, Jonas Mbambo, and the rest of the production crew, it's cheers for now.